What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the First Yard. Hope you guys are having a good day today. So, today, really this week, Madden EA has finally come out with their new franchise update. And I know I haven't made a video like this in a while, but I figured since this is the second out of the third update, we'd go over it. I'd really show you guys exactly what EA has done, what they have not done with this update, what they're going to do in the future, and then actually get into Madden and see how they actually, stood to their words and actually put it in the game. So without further ado, we're going to get rolling into the intro, and then I'm going to show you guys what is going on with Madden franchise mode. Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. So, we're just gonna go over briefly the franchise updates for Madden 21, and then I'm gonna show you guys the gameplay. So, I guess first of all, we have CPU quarterback logic improvements. So, pretty much now, when the CPU drafts a quarterback, say if they have, I don't know, a Drew Brees, he is obviously 40, 41, and let's just say that, in Madden now, unlike what they've done in previous years, the Madden AI will actually draft a quarterback accordingly. So if you have Drew Brees per se, the Madden AI may or may not draft a quarterback in, the first, second round in order to replace Drew Brees, who is most likely going to retire. Now, obviously, here are the actual things that they set for franchise mode. You guys can look at this. Really, I'm just trying to go over what they did briefly. I will leave this on the screen, though, for a little bit for you guys. And I'll just really talk about what else they have done with the quarterback. So, obviously, a big issue that they've had in Madden for quite a while, especially when drafting, is, 1 year, the Madden AI will draft a quarterback, and then the following year, they'll draft another first-round quarterback. And what this patch pretty much does is it allows Madden to be able to really, gauge whether or not they need to appropriately draft a quarterback. Now, there are going to be times when, just to say you have a Ryan Tannehill, they're going to be able to draft possibly a quarterback in the first round if he's not performing, if he's not meeting a certain standard now, unlike they've done in the past. Now, moving on, we have the commissioner controls to undo free agency signings. So now they actually have a category in the transactions log that allows you to actually, as a commissioner, undo free agency signings. So that is really good. I always think that flexibility and actually being able to control things in the league as a commissioner is vital to a good franchise mode. Then we go into the team override settings. Now, this is probably the most demanded setting in Madden franchise mode, at least for the past couple of years. And what they're doing now is they're actually going to have team setting overrides that allow you to, as an individual, keep the ball hawk, have a heat seeker, switch assists, which I think is really good. And then if we keep going on here, I know there's another thing that they did add, which was it allowed you to pretty much limit the amount of plays you could call. And yes, it is right here. So we have the play call cooldown. So the play call cooldown, what it pretty much does is give you a set like 1 through 8 plays. And you could choose how many plays in between a cooldown. So pretty much if you call slants 1 play, there's going to be a cooldown after, a certain amount of time, and you won't be able to call that play for another like 3, 4 plays, whatever amount you choose, which I think is great. I think this should have been in the game. Obviously, all this stuff should have been in the game when Madden 21 came out. Obviously, EA did not really want to do that. So, yes. Now, going into the commissioner draft tools, what it pretty much allows us to do now is that now commissioners will be able to assign autopilot during the draft. This was not in franchise mode previously, which I really do not understand why. I think it should have been, but, hand clap to EA for that one. Now then, going into the commissioner settings, X Factor customization restrictions. This was not in it when they originally made it so you could customize X Factors in franchise mode. Now, what this allows you to do is choosing between, if you're, as the commissioner, only commissioners can change the abilities, or any player can change the abilities of a actual, Patrick Mahomes or Juju Smith-Schuster, stuff like that. I think that is really neat. Glad that they added this in. Once again, this is all very, small but good things for franchise mode. And then also they fixed the trade logic. So now, they're actually going to be able to, you're actually going to be able to make trades that, won't completely abuse the AI, which I think is another great thing. Now, franchise league settings, um, obviously this is another really good note here. And pretty much what it allows you to do is you can go into Aaron Rodgers and you'll be actually able to see how many Super Bowls he's won, how many times he's won the MVP, Coach of the Year, stuff like that. So that is going to be very, very nice. And obviously, all of these things up here, these are all things that they're going to be adding in as the third update to franchise mode, which is super, super sweet. I'm super excited for that. I hope that going into Madden 22, however, we have hello there. Going into Madden 22, however, we do have more things into franchise mode at the launch date instead of them having to go through, pretty much the entire life cycle of Madden 21 adding this stuff in. That was a bit ridiculous, and hopefully EA sticks to their word because they did say that they would add all this stuff in. Now, another note before we get into actually seeing this in Madden is that, obviously all of these trade logic improvements in franchise league, all of this right here, this is not all of the things that they're going to be adding in with the third patch, which probably won't be coming out for another 2 months or so, because the first patch came out in, I want to say, around November, and then obviously this one came out in January. So give it probably a couple 2 to 3 months, and this new update will be out. There's going to be more stuff. This is just, once again, it's small things, but they're things that should have honestly been Madden franchise mode like 4 years ago. So once again, this is great. This is great. I am super excited. And yeah, we're just going to hop into Madden 21 and see exactly how these things work. Okay, so now we are in Madden franchise mode. I'm just going to go ahead here and create a new league. It doesn't matter if you do offline or cloud. It should be in either one. And we're just going to take a look at some of these settings here that EA has added into Madden franchise mode. Now, obviously, I am using the official Madden 21 rosters, obviously going into the wild card week of the playoffs. So I'm probably just going to choose a random team here, show you what they did in the league settings. And, I'm a Giants fan, so I'm going to go ahead and choose the New York Giants here. And, you know what? Let's just go to league settings here. Obviously, as you see, there is not a whole lot changed here. But then when you go down a little bit, you can see the play call cooldown. So you can turn this on, and as you see, you go all the way up from 1 all the way to 10 for the play call cooldown. Now, I would recommend personally put it probably in between the middle here, between 4 to 5 plays to make it the most realistic. And then obviously the play call limit, that is the amount of times in a game a player can call the same play before it is locked for further use. So obviously it goes 20 all the way down to 1, which is pretty insane. So you could call like slants, let's just say 11 times in a game, and that's it. So this is just for a game in total, while this is for like executive plays per drive per se. So, obviously this is all pretty neat. All of this is pretty much the same here. Quarter length, all the same. Yeah, so I think out of like all these categories here, the most important that I would probably say are definitely the ability edits, which obviously commissioners or any player only, and then also the player cooldown. I probably wouldn't touch the play call limit too much. Play call cooldown is probably where you want to be at. Now then, if we just hop into the preseason here, I'm going to try to show you guys the transaction log. And yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut to the off season, and then I'll show you guys exactly what they did there. Okay, so we are back. Obviously, here are the yearly awards. I just want to show you guys this quickly as well. So obviously, you see Patrick Mahomes has won the MVP, Aaron Rodgers, second place, Baker Mayfield, third place. Very cool. So if we just go here to the Kansas City Chiefs really quick, I'm going to show you guys exactly what's going on with Patrick Mahomes here. So if I go to the Kansas City Chiefs, go to quarterback, and then press on Patrick Mahomes here, he should have a now, I'm guessing it would probably be under stats and contracts. So you can see his passing stats, his career stats, his season stats, his contract, his awards. This is a new category now. So you have obviously he's drafted first round. He has 3 Pro Bowl appearances, and then he was the best quarterback in 2020. All this stuff obviously is brand new. That is very cool. And yes, now I'm going to continue to sim through, and we're going to show you the free agency commissioner tools. And this is probably going to take a decade. So yeah, just cut to the SpongeBob meme.
One eternity later.
And an eternity later, and we are back. So let's go ahead and go to the transactions log here, and let's find out exactly what has happened. Now, obviously, you can see that we have the Raiders signed. A ton of players have been signed to different teams. So, for example, if I were to get Logan Ryan here, former member of the New York Giants, I can press A to undo this signing, press yes, and he should be gone now. Unfortunately, okay, that took a little bit. Apparently, there was an error. Typical EA. So, yes, it would appear that this video is over. I'm going to try this again. Okay, we are back. Hopefully, it works this time. I hope EA has not broken this, or else this is going to be a very, very, very interesting video. So, obviously, you look for Logan Ryan here. He's signed with the Dolphins. We're going to press confirm here. Is it going to work? It has frozen again. All right. If you guys have this problem, please do let me know, because they said they were going to do this, and apparently EA servers are doing what they do best, which is breaking. So, yes, this is great. Anyway, so I think you guys get the idea. Obviously, I have been making a lot of Madden videos recently, mainly just because Madden 21 is probably the worst Madden I've played since Madden 19. I said this when the trailer came out, that this is probably going to be one of the worst Maddens ever. I still stand to that. Some parts of the game are good, some parts of the game are bad. I have a review on the game. If you guys want to go check that out, you guys definitely can. I'm going to be out with another video, preferably a just NFL playoffs video, talking about, all the teams that have won this past week in the wild card. And yeah, so if you guys like the video, please do hit that thumbs up button. That would be amazing. And hit that subscribe button. And I will talk to you guys next time.